What if one of the world's biggest employers quietly planned to replace hundreds of thousands of human workers with robots? Amazon's new AI-powered machines aren't just lifting boxes anymore. They're learning, adapting, and potentially taking over jobs once thought to be untouchable. So, how close are we to that reality? Chapter 1: The New Age of Amazon Automation. For more than a decade, Amazon's warehouses have been filled with robots, small orange machines that slide beneath heavy shelves, helping humans pick and pack orders more quickly. But in 2025, something new is happening. According to the New York Times and The Verge, leaked internal documents reveal that Amazon is now testing AI-driven robots designed to go far beyond simple assistance. These new systems could replace or eliminate the need for up to 600,000 human roles by 2033. Now, Amazon hasn't officially announced layoffs, but the documents suggest the company's goal is to avoid hiring new human workers as it scales up, automating roughly 75% of all warehouse operations within the next decade. To put that in perspective, that's like wiping out the entire US workforce of FedEx. Still, Amazon insists this is about efficiency, not elimination. Chapter 2: The Robots Already Among Us. Amazon's robot army isn't coming, it's already here. The company has deployed over 1 million robots in fulfillment and delivery centers. That's about 2/3 the size of its human workforce. And they're not the clunky machines you think of. There's Proteus, a smart, autonomous cart mover that navigates on its own. There's Sparrow, which uses computer vision and AI to identify individual products and sort them faster than any person could. And then there's Digit, a bipedal humanoid robot built with agility robotics, which walks on 2 legs like a person, designed to lift, carry, and move packages in environments too complex for older machines. These robots are powered by machine learning, meaning they're not just programmed, they're taught. They learn from data, adjust in real time, and even recognize which items are fragile. Amazon's new goal is to make its robots think, not just move. Chapter 3: The Shreveport Experiment. If you want a glimpse into Amazon's future, look no further than Shreveport, Louisiana. This new fulfillment center is almost entirely run by automation. Thousands of robots glide under shelves, scanners identify products instantly, and conveyor belts hum with machine precision. Here's the shocking part: this facility has 25% fewer workers than a traditional warehouse. By 2026, it's expected to operate with half as many human employees as it would have before automation. Amazon plans to replicate this model in about 40 additional sites by 2027. In Shreveport, human workers are still there, but mostly in maintenance, supervision, or robotics repair. It's a preview of what Amazon calls a human-robot partnership, though critics say it's just the first step toward replacing the human half of that equation. Chapter 4: How these robots actually work. So what makes these AI robots revolutionary? They're powered by neural networks and reinforcement learning, similar to what's used in self-driving cars. They use vision sensors to scan the environment, grippers that adjust pressure to avoid damage, and data systems that learn from every single pick and move. In short, the more they work, the smarter they become. That's what separates this automation wave from the last. Early Amazon robots could only follow lines on the floor or lift specific boxes. These new models can analyze, predict, and adapt, taking over more complex human tasks. And in internal documents, Amazon avoids calling them robots. Instead, they use softer terms like cobots, short for collaborative robots, to make the technology sound friendlier. But as we all know, language can't hide what's really happening. Chapter 5: The Business Behind the Bots. Now, let's talk about why this is happening. At its core, automation is about one thing: money. Reports suggest that Amazon's automation efforts could save the company up to $12.6 billion between 2025 and 2027. Analysts at Morgan Stanley estimate annual savings of roughly $4 billion by 2027, thanks to reduced labor costs and faster throughput. These numbers are enormous, and for shareholders they sound like progress. But for workers, they're a warning sign. Every robot that is installed means fewer people are needed for repetitive, low-skill work. Studies from MIT show that for every industrial robot added per 1,000 workers, wages fall by around 0.42%, and the US economy has already lost about 400,000 human jobs due to automation. So even if Amazon never fires anyone outright, automation still changes the equation, with fewer job openings, slower wage growth, and communities that slowly become dependent on machines rather than people. Chapter 6. Amazon's PR playbook. Amazon knows this narrative can sound bad, so it's taking control of the story. According to leaked internal memos, teams have been advised to avoid using trigger words like AI, automation, or robots when communicating with the public. Instead, they're told to focus on advanced technology and collaboration. But that's not all. Amazon also plans to boost its community image by increasing public outreach, sponsoring events, supporting charities, and taking part in initiatives like Toys for Tots. The idea is simple. If people associate Amazon with kindness and community support, they're less likely to view its robots as a threat. It's a calculated move, and a smart one from a PR perspective. Amazon wants to be seen as a good corporate citizen, even as it quietly redesigns the global workforce. To some, that's corporate responsibility. To others, damage control is disguised as goodwill. Chapter 7. The human cost. Here's where it gets real. Amazon is America's third largest employer, with over 1.5 million workers, most in warehouses and delivery. Automation could reshape the lives of hundreds of thousands of them. Labor experts warn that the shift could affect Black and Latino workers disproportionately, since they make up a large share of Amazon's warehouse staff. And for communities built around Amazon facilities, a job cut isn't just about income, it's about stability. Still, Amazon argues that automation will create new technical roles, robot maintenance, AI monitoring, and data analytics. In their words, efficiency in one area allows investment in others. That may be true, but not everyone can transition from moving boxes to coding robots. This isn't just a technological shift, it's a social and economic one. Chapter 8. Efficiency versus humanity. Amazon's CEO, Andy Jassy, has been open about the company's new direction. After years of explosive growth, Amazon is entering what he calls an efficiency era. It's no longer just about being the biggest, it's about being the fastest, smartest, and most cost-effective. And that's exactly what automation delivers. But can we really balance efficiency with humanity? The more automated these warehouses become, the more invisible the human role becomes. Robots don't get tired, take breaks, or join unions, but they also don't contribute to local economies, don't raise kids, and don't keep communities alive. So, while Amazon insists that its goal is innovation, the reality is that it's quietly redefining what work means in the modern age. If it truly manages to automate 75% of its logistics network, the ripple effect won't stop. Walmart, UPS, Target, and countless others will follow. The race to replace it is already underway, and we're all living through its first chapter. Amazon's robotics revolution isn't science fiction anymore. It's real and changing the future of work. These robots could help us work smarter, or they could show just how fragile the human role has become. So, what do you think? Would you trust a robot to pack your next Amazon order, or even run the whole warehouse? Comments below. And if you find this video insightful, hit that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into the tech shaping our world.